This Sunday, the Philippine Basketball Association will be holding its annual draft. To help us break down the first round, we have with us back on the sports desk, Yahoo sports writer and all-around good guy, good fellow, Mr. Carlo Pamintuan.
Thanks for having me back.
Welcome back, man. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. So first of all, 95
Yeah.
applicants for the draft. This has to be what, the biggest or one of the biggest
It
ever?
is the largest number of applicants ever for the PBA draft.
But it is also the most number of teams that PBA has had.
Exactly. That's why the number of applicants grew, because there are 2 extra teams. Because usually the applicants will be fighting for the spots in the existing 10 teams. Now you open up 30 more slots with 2 teams, and they just thought that it's better to apply now.
Baka may chance. So you're
Gusto ko
saying
nga rin.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right. So I mean, Global Port has made no secret that they're gonna pick up Pringle with the #1 pick overall.
Yep. Pringle's not a young guy. 27 years old.
27.
But if you have a core involving Alex Cabagnot and Jay Wash, you can't pick a young rookie, to build around with. You need to win now. And that's the reason behind getting Pringle, because that talent could win you games right now.
But you think he is the best player in this particular draft?
Talent-wise, yes. I think he is the best player in the draft now.
Okay. All right. So, but what's his ceiling? How far do you think he can go? Is he a franchise-type player as early as now?
Comparisons to Jason Castro have been mentioned,
Yes.
but I think he's not that kind of a player. Maybe somewhere in the mix between Castro and Miller.
Yeah.
Smart playmaker who can score the basket.
And take it to the hole almost at will. All right. Let's go to Rain or Shine, who has a second pick in the draft. This is going to be this one will probably be the most interesting one. We have no idea what this franchise is going to be doing with this second pick.
You can go like 4 ways with Rain or Shine. One, you get the next best talent in there, which should be Chris Banchero.
Okay.
You can get the best scoring guard, which is Kevin Alas. You can get a second coming of Gabe Norwood and Matt Rosser, or you can get what you need, which is a big in Jake Pascual.
Okay.
So it's all over the place right now, and because of the situation with Paul Lee's contract renewal, no one knows. I mean, except for Coach Yang Giao and maybe the team owners, no one knows what Rain or Shine would do.
So, I mean, obviously, a lot is going to weigh in on what happens with Paul Lee's contract. But, I mean, the draft is happening on Sunday.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they can't wait around for Paul Lee to sign a contract that he likes. So, do they go ahead? Where do you stand here? Did they go ahead and, if you were that franchise, if you were Coach Yang, or maybe not Coach Yang, but if you were, it's hard to be Coach Yang.
I don't have the money to pay fines.
I love Coach Yang, but I mean, if you were management of Rain or Shine, which direction would you take this to?
I will get either Chris Banchero or Kevin Alas. One, because Chris Banchero is universally liked by the San Miguel group. So if you get him, there's a chance that you can flip him for something else.
Okay.
Alas, on the other hand, you know that he wants to play for NLEX, which is his team in the D-League. So both guys would have some trade value if not the Paulie situation works out. But if you ask me, I'm picking Chris Banchero.
Okay. All right. So another guard. This is a very guard-heavy draft.
Yep, it is. After the Greg Slaughters and the June Mar Fajardo draft.
This is huge. This is a big difference. Okay, let's move on to the third pick, Barako.
Barako Bull. If you're Barako Bull, you just get the next best talent. And right now, I mean, that's Kevin Alas.
Yeah.
He's a proven scorer, and he's worked on his ball handling skills, on his playmaking skills. I think that he's a sure top 3, at least for this draft.
Over the big, over Pascual.
I think so.
Okay. Then we move on to NLEX, who has a 4th pick in this draft.
I'm sure they would have wanted to get Kevin Alas.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a given.
But the next best thing is for them to get Matt Rosser. I mean, with Matt Rosser, you get, as I've said, a Gabe Norwood clone, someone who's 6'4", 6'5", could handle the ball, could play defense, and he could be an important key with NLEX because of the team that they're building. Because right now, I mean, with Sean Anthony, they need another stopper, a wing stopper, and that could be the guy.
That's a good combination with those two guys in the wing.
Yeah.
Defense-oriented, hard-working guys, and versatile also.
And then one could bring the ball down.
Yeah, so that's I like that. I like that choice. Alaska is also going to be picking 5th. If you're Alaska, which direction would you take it?
Right now, it's either of the Pascuals. You get Kyle. You get Jake for size. You get Ronald for scoring. I think they need more scoring because JV needs help, and Cyrus has struggled for a while
in the past 2 years
in scoring in terms of the scoring department. I think they need help in the scoring, at least in the wing department. So if I'm Alaska, I'm picking Ronald Pascual.
Even though Jake Pascual is kind of like, or is it a little bit crowded in the front court?
It's not because Espinas is still injured, and Calvin Abueva just had his knee cleaned up.
Yeah.
So you can go both ways. But personally, I could just wait for Calvin Abueva and Gabby Espinas to be fine, and then have an extra score in Ronald Pascual.
Okay, before we take a quick break, let's talk about who's going to be picking after Alaska, and that is Ginebra. This one, I'm sure the legions, the millions and millions of fans out there are going to be curious about what Ginebra San Miguel is going to be doing with this pick. I mean, you might have a Jake Pascual. The way you're predicting this draft, Jake Pascual is still available.
Yep.
And do you team up Jake Pascual with a Greg Slaughter?
And Japet Aguilar.
And a Japet Aguilar. That is a huge front court.
It is.
Do you see this happening?
I actually do.
Really?
Yeah, I think they would get another big because Japet has shown his preference to play a 3.
Yes.
Which worked well when he was in Global Port. Now, if you drag Jake Pascual in, you have an extra body in there getting rebounds, helping Greg Slaughter out. So you turn Japet into Aguilar into your help defender, which is the perfect position for him. Wow. I think they should get Jake Pascual.
So you have a lineup of a 7-footer as your center, a 6'5" as your power forward, and a 6'8" or 6'10".
6'9".
I think about 6'9". Japet's about 6'9" as your 3.
Yep.
Wow.
Sounds good, right?
And something about Jake Pascual, I was talking to him recently, and he was saying, you know what? Maybe he's like the lucky, the lucky charm.
Yeah.
Because he's won in every single level that he's been in.
Yep.
So I'm sure for the Ginebra fans out there that they actually could see, give us some of that luck, Jake.
Yeah. And the winning tradition of San Beda College, of course, and you merge it with the NSD of Ginebra, and
that's a good way to look at it. Anyway, we're going to be going through the rest of the first round when we return, and we also read replies to our Twitter topic of the night. This is Sports Desk. Keep it here. We've gone through 6 teams, and we're going to go through to the next 6 teams in the first round to complete the first round of the PBA mock draft of none other than Carlo Pamintuan.
Yep.
Okay, up next, San Mig Coffee, a team that doesn't really need anything.
Exactly.
And they have the 7th pick in the draft. What do you do with it?
You pick Manny Pacquiao, you trade it for Kia's 2015 and 2016 first rounders, which would be Bobby Ray Parks and Kiefer Ravena. You're done.
That is a great idea.
No.
Paging Coach Tim Cole.
I don't think he'll do it.
I mean, is there? Okay, let's
not do it.
Let's not do it. Even though it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's not do it. But who do you pick if you are SMC?
You pick Rodney Brondial of the Adamson Falcons. Another big. You know that he will, he play like Mark Pingres because he idolizes Mark Pingres. And you have an extra guy who can shoot from the mid-range. And you know that Coach Tim Cone loves big men who can shoot from the mid-range. And he doesn't have to contribute anything in the first, year of his career because everything is set with San Mig Coffee.
And of course, he has Mark there to be able to guide him along.
Exactly.
All right, so we got with the 8th pick, Barack Bull.
I think they're keen on getting Rome De La Rosa.
Okay.
The thing is, Rome De La Rosa did not participate in the combine because he pulled his hamstring in the very first run. So he was forgotten to a certain extent. But then Rome De La Rosa is a really, really good player.
Yeah, he's established himself
with the Red Lions. I mean, he's a proven winner. Yeah. And with Barack Bull, you want winners on your team. Because you haven't won for so long, and then you want that mindset, you want that philosophy,
and you want to change the culture, so to speak. All right, so up next with the 9th pick, the rain or shine Elasto Painters.
You get Manny Pacquiao.
Coach Yang Giao, if you're watching, this is what you do. No, okay.
Get Prince Caperal, the big from the NC because, as I've said earlier, rain or shine needs height. Even if Bo Belga and JR Quiniano are returning, they need some ceiling to contend with the Junmar Fajardos and with the Greg Slaughters of this league. And you can't go quality over quantity right now because there's no one as good as Junmar or Greg.
Yeah.
So what you do is you pull together a bunch of bigs that, could give those guys different looks. And Prince Caperal is one such guy.
All right. And then with the 10th pick, you have again Barako.
Barako ball. Right now, they could use another shooter who can also defend. So I'm picking Anthony Semerad from the San Beda Red Lions.
Okay.
Yeah, some might say that he could be a reach.
Yeah, I was about to say.
In the 10th spot, but
yeah.
I think he could fit right in. He could play the Sean Anthony role.
Okay.
With
the pogi
Air
of the
21
team?
before. Ikaw nagsabi niya.
Kala ko the pogi guy of the team, eh. So, but okay, no disrespect to him. He's a good player.
Yep.
But being picked that high in the draft, I'm a little bit surprised that you said that. Speaking of surprises, with the 11th pick in the draft, Kia.
I just have one request.
Yes.
Can we fly in Michael Buffer from the States to announce who Team Kia is picking for the 11th spot?
Isn't there a plan to have Buffer here for one of the Kia games?
I mean, of course they'll pick Manny Pacquiao. He'll pick himself. He's the head coach. He makes the decisions. This could be the easiest pick of the entire history of the draft. Easier than Junmar Fajardo first.
Okay.
Is Manny Pacquiao 11?
It's a no-brainer.
Yes.
It's a no-brainer there. With the 12th pick and last in the first round, Blackwater, another new team. What are your thoughts here? Where do you go?
There are a bunch of borderline players who could crack the first round. I mean, you still have David Semerad, you still have Royder Cabrera, you have Jericho Cruz, you have a bunch of other guys who could crack the first round of this draft, just basing on what the team needs.
Yeah.
But for Blackwater, I think they're sold on Jericho Cruz because as a new team, they need that one scorer who can just, you can give him the ball and he'll create for you. He'll do everything for you. He'll score for you. He'll bring down the ball for you.
Okay.
And you need that as a young team. And
right.
Jericho Cruz is the best player of such kind in the draft.
Okay, so we've gone through all 12 picks in the first round. Do you see any trades outside the Manny Pacquiao trade happening in the first round on Sunday?
The Mixers could give up that 7th pick because they don't need it.
Yep.
I think Barako Bull could give up one of their picks. Even Rain or Shine could give up the 9th pick. So I don't think anything is a lock at this stage. Everyone's talking to everyone else. And it's going to be fun on Sunday.
I think so.
Yep.
And this is going to be one of those drafts that you definitely have to watch because you don't know what's going to be outside of the top 5.
Yeah.
You really have no idea which direction it's going to go. Now, earlier, we did ask you who are the most PBA-ready players in the draft. Here are some replies we got via Twitter. From Regingo. Regingo says, I think it's Kevin Alas and Chris Banchero. From I Wanna Be Like Mike, it should be Pringle, Banchero, Alas. Their experience against bigger, tougher competition is a plus factor. From Alvin Lewis, Manny Pacquiao is the most PBA-ready player in the draft. So PBA-ready that they've named him coach.
Who tweeted that? Manny Pacquiao or Bob Arum? Did Bob Arum tweet that?
Alvin Lewis. All right. For you.
Yeah.
Who are the most PBA ready? I mean, is it really the Pringle, Banchero, Alas? I mean, those are the names that you hear.
Yes, and because Pringle and Banchero have both played in the professional ranks in the ABL, you know that they can handle the prime competition. And Kevin Alas has been a Gilas cadet for so long, and he's played with Gilas guys, and he has won with them. So
yeah, he's the
ready.
MVP one of the
Exactly.
All right. Well, before we go, any sleepers?
Sleepers?
Yes.
My main man is Royder Cabrera.
Okay.
The dead shot from Adamson. I'm excited where he'll end up. Yeah.
All right. So anything you want to promote, Carlo? Of course, now is your time to push anything you want.
Yeah, just if you guys have time, just listen to From the Stands, our podcast. You can visit fromthestands.podbean.com. And you know what? Let's talk basketball.
Let's talk basketball. Always with Carlo Pamintuan. That's all we do, talk basketball.
Yep.
Boxing, whatever.
Yeah.
Sports.
Mostly basketball.
Yeah, mostly basketball. Thank you very much.